Good morning. My name's Clayton. This channel is about trying to see a story in every day, just trying to actively look for that, to see the good in the day, to see what kind of story takes place throughout the day, and in the process, regain some enthusiasm for looking forward to what comes up during that day. Thank you for joining me. Today I am sitting pondering and thinking about yesterday, actually. Yesterday was a pretty crappy day in my book. However, now that I've thought about it and I've even said it out loud, said it in my head a few times, it kind of reminds me of this theory of relativity. He says that all motion must be defined relative to a frame of reference, which is exactly the same thing in the situation of humans and whether or not they have a bad day or not. So let me tell you my day yesterday real quick. And I know you're going to think, that's just petty. And it was, and it is, but it's all relative. So yesterday morning I get up to get ready for work. I fix my coffee like I always do. And I realized that my dress pants that I'd washed the night before and hung up were not dry. So I threw a pair in the dryer for just a few minutes to try to help speed the process up a little bit while I drank my coffee and got ready in other aspects. Went to get my pants out of the dryer and they're still not dry. So I have to wear wet pants to work. Go to get a t-shirt out of the drawer, no clean t-shirts. So right there off the bat, things are just getting pretty annoying, to say the least. I get to work and immediately I see in my box a job that was given to me at the close of the previous day for somebody who needed a matching band created for their engagement ring, and they need it completely finished within 2 weeks, which is about half the time of our normal turnaround. And matching bands for rings that I did not design are difficult to do. So I have to start in on that. We are talking about the different aspects of how it was priced and that kind of thing. Turns out it was priced incorrectly as well. So that was just an annoyance all the way around. So I've got to try to drop everything I was going to do that day and design this band and hope that I get it right the first try so that we can move along quickly to get it finished up. I also saw laying on my desk a job that had just been finished. And when I was going to check it into our computer system, I realized that I did not send the gold that the customer wanted it cast with the models to be cast. Therefore, it was cast in new gold, which was my fault. And it wasn't a huge deal, but it is a big deal because we essentially lost money on that because of that situation. So that is bothersome, to say the least. So there's the beginning of the day. That's the first hour of being at work, finding out those two situations and having to deal with them. Now, let's go. I'll be late. Okay, so where was I? Yes, my day yesterday. Anyway, the rest of the day went by just fine. It went by slow, but that's almost every day. No big deal, right? So now that I've said that out loud, it doesn't sound so bad. And that's true, it wasn't. It's all relative though. In the moment, that was just super annoying and it was just a bad day at that point. But if you think about it, what about people you may know of who have just lost a loved one? They're going through a tough time. Or what if you get a diagnosis of some kind of illness that is either life-threatening or just bad in general. And relative to my stupid little problems yesterday, I don't have anything to complain about. So the big takeaway from this is think about the moment you're in and think about other people and what they may be going through, because you're probably not going through anything near as bad as what somebody else is. Maybe you are, maybe it's worse, I don't know. But the thing is, keep it in perspective and concentrate on trying to help someone who is in worse shape or having a worse day than you, and that's going to basically negate what you think is bad at the moment and make it not so bad after all. Well, I got to get to work. I better go or I'm going to be late, and that's not going to be good. So I will catch up with you a little bit later. Okay, I want to wrap these thoughts up here. Basically, if you're having a bad day, try to keep it in perspective. Try to keep that theory of relativity, if you want to call it that, in your mind, because just like with me, there's a good chance that your bad day is not so bad, really. Especially if you think about there's probably someone who's going through something a whole lot worse somewhere. So try to keep that in mind. It'll help you to get through this situation, and when you come out the other side and you've persevered through it, then you are going to be stronger for it. That's the way it works. And if it's something really bad, like a serious illness or a death in the family or financial struggles, and you work your way through that, you're going to come out super strong on the other side and that much more wise because of it. I hope you all have enjoyed this. I thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the like button, then go watch one of my other ones and see if you like it. If you think this video may help someone else who may be struggling, share it with them. Maybe in some way they can get something out of this as well. Anyway, I hope you all have a good evening, and we will talk again soon.